Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Guys, today I want to tell you a story that happened to me yesterday. And it just tells you what is wrong with the Western world. So, okay, my 25-year-old son, thank God he's talking to me again. He rang me, he texted me yesterday and said, "Hey Dad, can you take me to an open house for an apartment?" It should be an open apartment. Basically, he's between accommodation at the moment, and he wanted me to drive him there to see this, look at a few apartments. So I said, yeah, I'll take you. So I took him there yesterday. And while we went to the first one, I stayed in the car. He didn't want me to go in. Then the second one, I stayed in the car. I was a bit double parked. And he went in and I was double parked. And this young girl, young lady, early 20s, I would say. She came up to me and I'm in the Civic. And I thought, oh, she thinks I'm an Uber driver. I just said like that, no, I'm not an Uber driver. She goes, oh, no. I just wondered if I could please borrow your phone. And I thought, borrow my phone? And she was quite well-spoken, nice middle-class lady. We're not allowed to say that, are we? Middle class? But, you know, she was quite a decent, it wasn't like a druggie or something like that. She said, oh, I've locked myself out of my apartment. I'm knocking on the door, but no one's answering. Could I please use your phone to ring, she said, somebody inside to get them to open the door? And I said, oh, yeah, okay. And, you know, I'm always a bit cautious. I didn't want her to run off with my phone. I said, if you give me the number, I don't want her to ring some crazy, you know, party line or something like that. I said, give me the number. I typed it in and I pressed start ringing. I said, okay. I gave her the phone. And then she said to me, just as I could hear it ring, this young gentleman, well, young guy, well, he probably looked about between 17 and 25. He said, oh, hi. And she said, oh, okay, don't worry. I don't need your phone. Thank you so much. Thank you. I said, oh, that's okay. Perfectly okay. You know, one middle-class person to another. You know, it's all cool. And she went inside. She went into the apartment block. I don't know which apartment, but, you know, this is it. But okay, that's fine. Done my good deed for the day. Then I went home. I dropped my son back off. He's staying in his mum's place. And then had dinner. And then I noticed a missed call on my phone. And I didn't even think, who is this person? I rang it. And then just as I rang it, oh, yeah, that's right. That was the number they were ringing me. Because I rang the number for this young lady. She hung up, and then they're ringing me back. You know, it's playing phone tag, and and I was going to hang up, but I thought, no, just be polite. And this middle-aged woman answers the phone. Hello, I said, I was just returning your call. No, who are you? I said, you rang me. And we get into a to and fro, and she really turned nasty. She said, excuse me, what is your name? And why are you ringing me? And then the penny dropped. It's because I said, oh, that's right. I said, I believe there was a young lady who asked me if I could ring your number. They were locked out of their apartment. I said, I think it was the young lady who was, then she starts interrogating. She's still pretty nasty. Nasty, left-wing, feminist, bitch. She starts attacking me. Said, oh, why are you ringing me? What's your name? She goes, where do you live? She goes, what apartment? I said, it was an apartment in Taringa. I named the street. It was Morrow Street, Taringa. I said, it was Morrow Street, Taringa. Oh, that might have been my daughter. And I said to her, I got really pissed off. I said, you're treating me like a pervert. I did a good deed in lending my phone to your daughter because she was locked out, and you're so rude to me. So rude. So what does she do? As a typical nasty middle-aged bitch, she hung up. So I texted her back. I couldn't let this go. I texted her back. I said, I won't be lending your daughter my phone again. Next message. You are an ungrateful, nasty piece of work. I wasn't going to say nasty bitch. I was going to say nasty piece of work. Not all men are nasty guys. Ungrateful. Then she texts me back, as these bitches do. I was merely asking who you were because I did not recognize your number and you assumed I knew who you are. I think you are the one being nasty. Don't keep ringing, because I rang, I just wasn't going to let this bloody thing die. I know nothing about you, who you are, who you assisted, and if you helped my lovely daughter, I am very grateful. And I said, then you had the cheek to hang up on me. It's people like you who stop men helping ladies. Hashtag nasty. Hashtag not all men are bad. Hashtag I think you owe me an apology. I bet any money you are a divorcee. After you check your facts, please text me an apology. Next message, I am middle class too. That's what I said to her. And I got to be totally honest with you. I felt really quite offended. This woman, I tried to help her daughter, right? I tried to help her daughter, and she assumed I was some pervert or some nasty villain. And I got to be completely honest with you. This is exactly what's wrong with the Western world. And she was incredibly nasty, incredibly vicious. In fact, I'm going to send her, I'll send her a little text message now. Did you check your facts? Do you think you owe me an apology? Apology. There we go. There we go. Did you check your facts? Do you think you owe me an apology? There we go. There we go. Sent that. All nicely done there. I got to be honest with you. This is what's wrong with the Western world. A lot of these middle-aged divorcees, they think the Western world guys, they're all rapists. They're all nasty. They're all vicious. They're all bad. The funny thing is, when her daughter needed to lend my phone, she was nice as punch. Excuse me, sir, could I please lend your phone? Very nice middle class, private school upbringing. You know, very nice. When they want a favour, they turn the charm and the smile on. When she thought I was ringing her, who are you? What do you want? Where do you live? What's your name? You know, treated me like trash. And I found it really, really offensive. That's what I found it. I found it really, really offensive. And I got to say, I find it really hard. It's really hard to be a man. It's really hard to be a guy. It's really difficult to be yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. It's very, very tricky. It's a tricky thing. To be yourself is next to impossible. And these feminazis out there, they're all out to crucify you. All out to... What did I do wrong? Her daughter, you know, I'm a father. I got 4 children myself. If a young kid, male or female, needs a bit of assistance, I'm I'm skeptical. I'm always checking my facts because you learn that as you get older. A little bit cynical, but if it checks out, yeah, I'm not first to say, piss off. I didn't say. I said, okay, I checked my facts. If they sound middle class, I'm happy to lend the phone to them. You know what I mean? I didn't think she was going to run off with my handset. And I got to be honest with you, this is exactly, you know, the funny thing is when people aren't really sure of themselves, they put their guard up. And it's funny, in Thailand, when people are unsure, they smile. Okay, that's their defense mechanism. They smile. I was, you know, it's funny. They a bit of kindness, bit of niceness. Like I was going for a walk. I mean, I'm a guy, middle-aged guy, and I saw this young lady. She had a BMW X5, and it had this hologram that said BMW. When you open the door, it says I've never seen this before. I had an E30 Beamer. I thought, oh. And I didn't walk too close to her, but, you know, you could have thought, who is this guy? What's he looking at me for? I was looking at the hologram on the Beamer. Little Asian lady, and she said, oh, hello. I said, oh, hi, nice car. Just kept walking. That assured her. If she would have said, what the hell do you want, fatso? I would have been, it's confrontational. Western women here, what do? They get their back up. They get their back up. That's right. They get their back up. They go into defense mode. Who are you? What's your name? And the funny thing is, you could see the mother could be quite a nasty piece of work, but the daughter hadn't become twisted and cynical yet. Maybe because she hasn't gone through 2 divorces. Maybe because the husband wasn't a bastard who was a self-employed builder who didn't pay any child. You know, they get so twisted and nasty. And it just made me realize that's not really the lifestyle or the life that I really want to lead. You know what I mean? It's not the way... It's not the way I would do things. It's not the way I would do things. And it's actually pretty damn... This is the way they... You know, it's just the world we live in. Yeah. I felt really offended. I'd gone out of my way to help this lady, her daughter. And the mum accuses me of bloody murder, virtually. And... This is what I hate about the Western world. They assume the only reason I got involved in this mess was to try and help her daughter use my handset. She was locked out. I could have said, no, I'm sorry, I got no credit. I could have very easily dismissed it, but I tried to help. And that's why I feel so disappointed at times. It's disappointing. So guys, that's my story for today. Tell me what you guys think. I'm ArchieLuxury. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.